Hello, hello, Wednesday, May 3rd, people. Today we are going to be getting some lifting in, thrusters, some people's favorites, some people's nemesis. You're going to be doing multiple sets. You're going to be doing 2 sets of 5, 3 sets of 3, and 4 sets of 1 rep, okay? You will also see this on Friday when we do our deadlifts, the same rep scheme. The idea is that you are building to a heavy, challenging single, okay? If that means 1 rep max for you, great. If that just means really heavy for today, fantastic. You want to make sure that you rest plenty of time in between these sets, okay? So starting from the get-go, I would go ahead and have a timer going. If you guys don't have a good timer, we use SmartWatt, and we absolutely love it. There's a lot of functions in there that are really good, and they celebrate with you with some confetti when you do a good job. So, my daughter's yelling at me. I'm recording, Layla. Can you wait just a minute? I'm recording. Can you wait just a second? Yes. Okay, so today you are going to need a band or 2. I just have 2 so that I don't have to sit here and finagle it around trying to figure out where I want it. But so go ahead and grab a band and a PVC pipe. We are going to start with our overhead. So we are going to place our hand in this band. This band should be higher than your shoulders. That's way up there, so I'm putting it on the top of my squat rack, okay? You are going to walk away from the post or your rig, depending on what you're doing. You are not letting this go back here, but rather you are actively pressing and letting it pull at the same time. You should feel this all along your side body, mainly in your lats, somewhat up here in your delts. If you are overextending, make sure you tuck that belly button down and keep that chin to your chest. I don't know why I'm having problems talking right now. We're gonna hang out here for 1 whole minute. You should start feeling this burn, if you will. If you can, maybe think about pulling out some, doing some little contractions there, and then seeing if you can walk out a little bit more. You want that bicep pretty much to stay close to your ear. About 15 more seconds here. It's a beautiful morning, but it's also getting really warm really quickly, which I'm not complaining about. All right, come on down out of that. Just go ahead, before we move on to the next side, go ahead and lift your arms and see how far back you can get one than the other. I think you can see mine are pretty different. Like, I'm pressing both of them back equally, but one is definitely further, more open than the other. All right, let's switch sides, even that out. Whew. Again, making sure we're not overextending here. Keeping that chin tucked. I'm gonna do a few pulses. See if that's gonna open you up more. Keeping that bicep pretty close to that ear. Not getting way out here. Ay, ay, ay. Container's tucked back in like a, I can't explain it, but it's in a spot where not many people see me over here, which is just very strange. I guess it's just how it's tucked back in here and how the trees are around us. Okay, come out of that. Again, test that. Mine are pretty even now, if you can see. Hands overhead. Whew. Okay, so we're gonna do something that might be challenging for some of you. I know it's challenging for me, so I'm gonna show you a little bit modified version of it. You're gonna get your PVC pipe. Brian has mine my PVC pipe, our PVC pipes in the back of his truck. So I'm using a kid's barbell. All right, so you're gonna get it on your back. You're basically going to go into a squat, and then we're going to get some twist, okay? So if you can get all the way to the bottom of the squat and do these twists, or even an activated squat, fabulous, go for it, okay? I am going to get about right here, which I assume some of you are as well, and I'm just going to twist. Intentionally twist, don't just twist here. I want just your upper body moving. We're gonna get 10 of these, trying to open up more and more each time. Try to stay in that depth that you started. If you start to creep up, 10 of those. All right. With your PVC pipe, we're going to get some external rotation of our shoulder. So you're going to have your PVC pipe out in front of you. You're going to bend your elbow on the inside of the PVC pipe, grab under your elbow with the other hand, and pull up. I never really feel this one, but a lot of people say they do. If you need to kind of move around there, you're going to stay here for 45 seconds. This week we have a decent amount more mobilizing rather than dynamic kind of movement. And sometimes, especially on some of these heavier lifts, it's just really good to be stretched out and take that extra time to do that for yourself. If you didn't switch arms already, go ahead and switch arms. 60 seconds on this side. All right. Shake those shoulders out, stretch that out, wiggle around, whatever you need to do. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get into a banded night stretch. K-N-I, night. You're going to put your leg in. I'm going to go ahead and put my right leg in. All right. I'm going to lunge back with that right leg, making sure my squat rack doesn't go anywhere. And then I'm just going to slightly, show you from the side, slightly press my hips while still keeping that tension, okay? So I'm not trying to do this right here because you're not really doing much for yourself. I'm trying to stay upright, trying to pull back, press forward with those hips. We're also staying here for 60 seconds. Yay, yay, yay. If you need a pad under your knee, a yoga mat or something, I probably should have mentioned. So maybe grab that. While you're here, if you want to reach up and over, so you're going to reach your right arm up, reach it away, still letting those hips press forward. Some people definitely pull their hips forward with the band. And then you're going to come out of that. Before you switch sides, I just want you to do 3 air squats to see how much just that minute helps for your squats, for your lunges, for whichever. So I'm able to get so much further down than I was a few minutes ago. So now we're going to go ahead, even it out on the other side. So get that all the way up, right below your glute there. Keeping your hips square, letting that band pull you forward while you're actively pressing against it, keeping those hips driving forward. It's amazing the difference. The other side of the container is already really, really warm, even though there's a nice breeze, but these trees create such amazing shade on this side. very helpful. This will be our first summer working out outside of the container. The container gets pretty warm itself, but should be interesting. Go ahead and reach that left arm up. Still pressing those hips forward. Reach over that right side, over your head. And come on out of that. Now let's see where our squats are. They should feel so much better after just 2 minutes. Yeah, so much better. Get 3 in. All right. So you are pretty warmed up. If you need to stretch anything else, if you have any sticky points in your shoulders, or if you feel like you need to fire your core a little bit more, go ahead and do so. Remember, you are building weight each set. So 5, make sure you know where you are starting. If you want to build up, I would say at least 3 sets of 3, building up to your starting weight, whatever that may be, and then ending that last rep with really challenging weight. Okay, don't forget to breathe, guys. Don't forget to breathe. When you're breathing in thrusters, you're thinking about exhaling as you're going down, and no, not exhaling. Okay, you're thinking about taking a deep breath, inhaling as you're going down, exhaling as you're going up and locking it out overhead. Okay, thrusters on a Wednesday. What can you do?